Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I wanted to do another tutorial using the Stila in the Light palette. I got it as an anniversary gift and I was so excited. Like, this is just one of those palettes like I've just been dragging to get. It's always been there but I've never gotten it, and I'm one of those, yet again, I'm so glad I finally got it. It's like even better than I thought. It looked, you know, pretty simple, but once you swatch the colors, they're just unbelievable. The pigmentation and the creaminess of them are beautiful. So this is the palette. Stila, look at the packaging. It's slim, it's sleek, it's tiny, it's easy to travel with, it's great, and then the colors are just amazing. So you have these beautiful neutral colors and you have a bunch of kind of like shimmery sheen, you know, shades that you can work with. This is actually honestly very similar to the Urban Decay Naked 1 palette, and I have the Naked 2 and I have the Naked 3, and I was like, oh, should I get the Naked 1? That's about $52, and this is very similar. I feel like this one was just kind of like passed up because there's just so much hype about the Naked 1. It's very similar, and guess what? It's like $39 as opposed to $52, so you're saving a good bundle, and the packaging is just sleek and I love it. So I decided to use, well, not decided, I couldn't wait to use this, so I decided to use this for going out for our anniversary date. So if you want a nice evening look, a going out look, I definitely think you should just keep watching and I'll show you how to get it. First, we're going to start by priming our eyes with MAC's Painterly Paint Pot, and this is really going to help the longevity of our eyeshadows. And then I also like this tint it has to it because it just acts as a great base. Then from the Stila palette, we're going to go ahead and take this golden type of champagne mixed color and place that all over the lid with a flat shader brush. Then with the fluffy brush, I'm going to take that color Bliss and put that right into and over the crease to help blend out that color. I'm using that matte color Bear and just putting it right under my eyebrow to help highlight. I'm going to take that gilded gold color and with a stiffer, more blending brush, I'm going to put that into my crease. I'm just spraying some MAC's Fix Plus to a shader brush and just packing on that bubbly color right back onto my lid, since we seem to have lost some with the blending, but just adding some to the intensity that I want and giving it more of that foiled effect so it helps stand out even more. Here I'm just taking a moist Q-tip and just using that to kind of sharpen the edge of my eyeliner, so this way you can be as messy as you want and then just clean it up later with this or concealer. And then this is just going to help become a guide for our eyeliner later. I'm just patting in some MAC's Fix Plus for some added moisture, and then I'm going to use Monistat's Chafing Relief Gel. Yes, for the face as primer. It's $5. It's the same exact thing except this is cheaper, and you can find this at the drugstore. Then I'm just taking Sonia Kashuk's Hidden Agenda Concealer Quad, and first I'm going to take that green color with my finger and just dab that on any redness to cancel it out from my blemishes, and then I'm going to go in with a brush, or you can just use another clean finger and go over that green to kind of cancel out that color and match it more to my skin tone. Doing this kind of helps cover up those blemishes with concealer, less product, as opposed to putting and adding more foundation to conceal. Here I'm going to use my Laura Mercier Silk Cream Foundation, which is a full coverage foundation. And then I'm just going to pat that all over my face, and then with this Sigma Kabuki brush that I just kind of sprayed with some Max Fix Plus to help it glide on a little bit better and add some more moisture to my very dry skin. Then I'm going to take MAC's Pro Longwear Concealer, which is a great full coverage concealer, and it is one of the concealers that creases the least on your face. So I'm going to use that under my eyes and then on my T-zone to help highlight the rest of my face. And just going to kind of dab that in with the Sigma brush. To set my concealer, I'm going to use the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Powder underneath my eyes to help decrease any creasing. I'm going to use the Maybelline Dream Wonder Powder to set the rest of my face. Then for my blush and bronzer, I'm going to go ahead and use that Blush and Bronzer Duo by e.l.f. And I'm going to use that to bronze and then later sculpt out my face. So I'm kind of bronzing it up, adding this kind of a base so that when I go into sculpt, it's a lot easier to kind of blend out later. Here I was kind of like, oh girl, you got a little too much bronzer on, so we're going to go back with no additional product and blend the heck out of that bronzer. And then if that doesn't work as usual, we're going to go and put in the blush and blend it all together and blend. And say you added too much product in general, what you can always do is go in with kind of a damp beauty blender and kind of, you know, tap it on top of the blush or the bronzer, wherever you may have maybe put too much product, and it'll kind of soak that in and eliminate that. But here we're just gonna blend, and that'll work. But in case that doesn't work, you can go in with the damp beauty blender. Then now that we have that liner on, we can use that as a guide and going with a pointed crease brush and that color Sandstone, and that just helps guide you as to where to put the placement of like the outer crease color that kind of deepens the look without going too low or too high. So that's a nice little trick to use. You can put the eyeliner before or after. Then as usual, don't forget to blend that outer crease color so that we don't have any harsh lines. Go back in with that stiffer blending brush and then go in with that fluffy brush to blend everything seamlessly together. And then here I went ahead and used these Red Cherry number 43 lashes. Very crazy, very long, dramatic, but hey, let's go with it. And then we're going to go back in with that color Sandstone underneath the lash line to help to line the lash line. Instead of liner, it's less harsh. To highlight the inner corners, I'm going to use that color Kitten, and that is just a gorgeous, gorgeous highlight color all over the lid color, and the pigmentation, and it's just so buttery smooth. It's amazing. I'm going to take that color Bliss with the pencil brush to help blend out my lower lash line, and then I'm going to use a combination of that sandstone color as well. So I'm just going to kind of mix those two together, and that'll just help blend it out so it does not look harsh. Then I'm going to take that eyeliner that actually comes with the Stila eyeshadow palette, which is a bonus because Stila eyeliners are just freaking amazing. The pigmentation, the quality of these, it's going to last you a long time. And this is a dark brown in the color Damsel. I'm going to take Benefit Theyre Real Mascara and just use that for my lower lashes, and then just to blend my top lashes with my false lashes so that they just blend seamlessly together. I'm going to take the Rimmel lip liner in the color Nude and just use that to line my lips. But before I do, I'm just going to put some concealer over them to cancel out that color and help that pigmentation stand out. Then I'm going to take that Urban Decay Revolutionary lipstick in the color Native as my lipstick, and this is just a really beautiful baby pink that complements so many different skin tones. To top that off, I'm going to use MAC's Boy Bay as my gloss. Here you have the final look. I really hope you guys check out this palette. It's a great neutral palette that you can really dress up or you can dress down. You don't have to use all the shimmery shades. It has a great amount of matte shades and then maybe just some sheens you can work with. I hope you guys enjoy this look. Make sure to subscribe and I'll have some more tutorials for you. Bye!